My good people, welcome back to our channel, and remember this is Jipe Wajibu Environmental TV, and as always, our environment, our responsibility. And today I'm having a great person, a friend from the border, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And before I continue, maybe he can introduce himself, which organization he is, and what do they do. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Richard Bajenyi, and I work with an NGO called Conservation Through Public Health. It's an NGO that promotes the health of people, gorillas, and other wildlife. And so we monitor the health of gorillas at the same time, promoting hygiene and sanitation in households that live around protected areas. And we have a field site in Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. If you don't know Bwindi, it's home to half of the remaining world's endangered mountain gorillas. Maybe I'll ask you a question whether you've tracked the mountain gorillas.
I've only seen them in the videos. Yeah, I've not seen them physically.
Do you plan to come and see them?
Yeah. I do plan.
Oh, great. Yeah. So basically, that's what we do. And so we will welcome you to Bwindi the day you decide to come and see the gorillas.
Joy. No, sir, if I may ask, when did this organization start, and what made you, maybe motivated you to start this organization?
The organization, Conservation Through Public Health, was founded in 2003. I'm not one of the founders. It was founded by a renowned veterinarian, Dr. Gladys Karema Zikusoka, together with other founders, Mr. Lawrence Zikusoka and Mr. Stephen Ubanga. Yeah, so the two. Maybe what motivated them from the history that we've read and from the stories that we've heard from them. There was an outbreak of scabies disease in the mountain gorillas, and this disease, the research found out that it originated from the people living around the protected area. So it got into the gorillas, and the effects were so devastating, where some gorillas died. But with the intervention of Conservation Through Public Health and the other partners, they were able to save them through various interventions. So from that time, the organization was born, and celebrated 20 years last year. So
nice. And are there some maybe collaboration between the Wildlife Club of Uganda and maybe your organization? And are there some projects you share in common? Yeah,
and I'm actually here at Al Samea Conservation Center at the invitation of Wildlife Clubs of Uganda. We do a lot of projects together. My boss is a board member of Wildlife Clubs of Uganda, and as an organization, we support Wildlife Clubs of Uganda. They recently launched a project called Mr. and Mrs. Environment. Mr. and Mrs. Environment. And we are proud to have been one of the biggest supporters of that project since last year. And one of the things that they proposed to us, which is really good, is they gave us an ambassador, young environmentalist, because this project targets young people, teaching them about conservation education, practices like plastic waste recycling. So we are proud to be partners with Wildlife Clubs of Uganda, and working with young people is one of our motivation, is one of our passion, because they are the future of tomorrow.
Oh wow. And how, maybe can you tell our viewers, okay, you as the Conservation Through Public Health organization, Are there some projects you involve the community? And are there advocacy projects you go to schools and maybe teach the learners about conservation? And maybe how do you measure the effectiveness of those projects, or those maybe the mentoring of the young environmentalists?
Yeah, thank you very much. The community is actually the pillar of our work. Wherever we've worked,
Yes.
the community is our pillar, because without them, we can't really do much. We have a team of volunteers called Village Health and Conservation Teams. They are from villages around the protected areas where we work, and they do household visits, promoting behavior change communication. Run what we call the Impenetrable Kids League, whereby we form teams named after the primates around Gwindi. You can find like Team Gorilla, Team Baboon, Team what, and they come together to compete. And in a normal soccer, when two teams meet, the winner goes with 3 points.
Yeah.
Or if it is a draw, 1 point.
Yeah.
But with this one, we set some conservation education questions.
Oh wow.
So the team that answers the best, or that gets the correct answers, the points are added. On top of the 3 points or 1 point got in a draw. The team that answers the best conservation questions, that's how we determine the winner.
Wow.
And then of late, we are working with schools, promote what we call STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art and math projects. And with this project, we want young people to think about their surroundings, the environment. They look and identify problems that are affecting them and the environment. Then they come up with solutions on how these problems can be solved. And so some of the projects that the youth have been implementing and are still implementing is recycling the plastic water bottles, making walls and waste collection like garbage pits using those water bottles. Others have identified poverty as their problem, and they are implementing projects like goat rearing, chicken rearing, and others doing agriculture, potato growing and all that. And they are really doing well, and engaging them in that way, they grow up, with innovative minds and ways to look after the environment very well.
Oh wow. And I hope you've heard the great thing the organization is doing, and maybe you can try it here in Kenya. And can you tell maybe our viewers, what is the relation? Some people, they don't understand the importance of the environment, and can you tell them the relationship between the environment and their health?
The relationship between our health and the environment. Of course, a clean environment means good health on our side. And the acts or activities of us, the human beings, can impact the environment either negatively or positively. I can talk about both negatively and positively, giving examples. For example, this beautiful lake in front of us, Naivasha, if people were dumping their waste, day in, day out, I'm seeing birds enjoying the fish there. If everyone was allowed to go and do overfishing, would the birds be thriving? No. And so when we harm the environment, we are harming every component of it. You may think that you are harming this lake, but there is fish that is living in there. It needs to be in good health. There are birds that feed on the fish that live in the water. So it's a whole life cycle and interdependence of these things. Even what we don't see in the environment, it needs to have good health. If there is this, we see forests in the environment, some people want to cut them or replace them with agricultural fields or other uses, but they play a big part in the environment. So when we live in harmony with the environment, it is for the benefit of us as human beings, the animals that live in the environment. So generally, yeah, there should be harmonious living because it is the benefit of all of us.
Oh wow. And hashtag is our environment, our responsibility. And maybe can you tell us maybe the challenges you face in your organization and how do you encounter them?
Well, the challenges, the challenges will always be there.
Sure.
For example, you may have in your head a big project that you are thinking of, or you want to implement a certain project, but then you find there is limited funds, or even if it is there, it is not enough to take you wherever you want to go. Yes, so to expand to wherever you wish you expanded.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And what maybe the experience you had in Uganda, and what advice can you give to the people of Kenya who maybe they have that mindset of maybe starting an organization like this one? What advice can you give them?
I've seen Kenya there. You are doing well, because
thank you.
because I can see the animals healthy, like in this park, Alsamea. Yesterday we encountered a healthy giraffe feeding, and I saw a hippo. And so you are really doing well, and keep it up.
Thank you.
And back in Uganda, it's the same message to the entire world. Let's conserve, let's love nature. Because we need each other, and everyone can do something. Yes. And
remember, we don't have planet B, we have our only planet, and let's take care of it and protect it from degradation and all the destruction from human activity. And remember, I was your host, Joseph. Let's meet again to our next episode. Thank you.